Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about planting your spring garden and trying to get things ready for that. Yeah, I know it's January and it's cold here in Georgia. That's why I'm out here in the greenhouse. It's about 75 degrees in here and I'm out of the wind, and we just experienced a big ice storm here, so it's a nice day with the sun shining, but it's still cold outside. So anyway, today we're going to talk about the spring, getting ready for your spring garden. And some of you have already talked to me about, I want to build one, but I've not done one before. What do I need to do? And, first thing I tell you is don't go tilling up your grass and getting that out of the way and then plant your garden 2 days later, because you're going to have a lot of work on your hands keeping the grass out of it. And several years ago, I'll show you a picture here. I had a garden and I had a row I cleaned out, got rid of it, finished with it, and the rain started. I couldn't keep getting out there working and pull it. And just take a look here at this mess that I had on my hands then. And that year after that, I went to doing woven weed fabrics and putting down, and that helped me tremendously. But recommendations for you today is to, one, get rid of the grass. You got to till it up, tarp it for a week or so and just let it sit. Take the tarp out of the way, till it again, and take tarp it again, and then till back and forth about a week at a time. And eventually, 4 or 5 weeks, you'll get rid of most of that grass. Now, it was still, like I said, we're here at the end of January, so you still got, here in Georgia, you've got a good, you won't be planting until April. Certainly April will be your earliest, most likely. But then if you want to go on to May, then that gives you plenty of time to get out there and kill that grass off and get it out of the way. Get that done, and once that's done, then you can start prepping your soil, getting your amendments put to it, getting fertilizers added, putting down mulch, compost rather, not mulch, but putting down compost to help you get that established and get it going. And then bed prep is key, trying to get it all set up and done. And I got a video I did last year, and I'm going to do the clip right here, so you'll see a whole different me in this thing talking. But I found it comical, actually, now to look back on it. But it goes through. I've got beds. I've got 7 planting beds on each half of my garden. And you'll see in the video, I've got the 7 beds laid out in nice, neat rows. And then right across the aisle, 8-10-foot aisle, I've got another exactly the same thing again, another 7 beds. So I have a lot of planting room. If you don't have that, that's okay. Your process will be the same. So take a look at this right here and as a flashback, and enjoy like I enjoyed it. And I hope you get a lot out of this, really. All right, guys, the first thing I have to do is I start to prepare these beds. I've got the tarps out of the way. Like I said, the walkway, the clear dirt area you see is where I'm going to do the planting. So those are my planting beds. And the first thing I do is take and put 2 pounds, based on my extension agency's recommendation. I'm taking 2 pounds of 15-0-15 fertilizer for each 30-foot row. And each one of these rows behind me here are 30 feet each. So first thing first, before I till it up, before I do anything, I sprinkle this out. And that's all there is to that part of it. All right, step 2 is I got my handy dandy little hand tiller that breaks up that soil, and that's what I do next, and it mixes that fertilizer in too, and this is the next step. just like that. That step is taken care of. Here we go. The next step, got a wheelbarrow full of the composted leaves, kitchen scraps, wood chips out of the hen house. And this has been a year since these have been in there. So they've mixed up good, got some really good topsoil. And I'll put this down on this bed about maybe an inch thick. And I'll do that all the way down the bed. And this is kind of, I don't even till it in. I've done the tilling part already when I put the fertilizer down, which broke the soil up. And this will just add a topping to that, and we'll go from that. Alrighty. Well, I got that side put down, that one row. I just thought I'd take a break, show you up close. That's a good inch layer, maybe an inch and a half in places, of my compost out of the compost bin. The next thing I want to talk to you about is once you got your garden set up and going, and especially if you had one last year already and you just want to make some changes or looking at some new ideas, what you've got to think about now at this point is crop rotation. How do I do that? What do I do? And a good rule of thumb is I don't plant the same thing in the same bed every year. I go to the trouble of, I keep all of mine in a spreadsheet. And I think I did a video last year. In fact, it was on a snow day and I had planting day. A snow day equals a planting day. And I showed my computer spreadsheet that I use. But if you want to go back and take a look at that. But I got, keep it in a spreadsheet, and I know exactly what I planted in what bed each year. And I will not plant the same thing in the same bed every year. So that's one rule of thumb. It helps you at least not plant them on top of each other. The second thing is to plant some of your things like the tomatoes and peppers and potatoes and all that kind of stuff. You should wait at least 3 years between planting those in the same bed. That gives you time for those nightshades. That gives you time for that soil to recover. And you can still plant other things in there, but just don't plant tomatoes where you had tomatoes for the last 2 years. And then the same thing goes along with that. If you're planting things that are heavy feeders, like corn, just eats up, loves nitrogen, and it just sucks it all out of the ground. But you don't want to plant your heavy feeders like that right behind another heavy feeder. You plant some beans, and then next year take your beans out of that bed and maybe put your corn in there. Your beans help add nitrogen to the soil. It helps do that. And then your corn will come in there behind that. So that's always a good thing to think about. But yeah, you're getting your bed preps done and getting your crop rotation planned out and getting that done is really, really, really key to having a good garden. So why not this year start your spring garden off doing it like that and see what kind of success you have. And let me know. I'd like to know how it goes for you. All right, guys. I hope you got something out of this video today. I know it wasn't a nice hands-on demonstration for the most part. But again, it's really good information. Keep in mind, getting your crop rotation figured out and planned ahead, and getting your soil prepared and getting your ground prepared for getting those beds put in there. Whatever your bed size, doesn't matter, but getting that stuff ready to go. So when planting season gets here, and here in Georgia, about the first part of May is when I plant mine. I always wait till after Easter, and usually after a full moon right there, end of April, 1st of May kind of thing. And I do that, and I've had really good success with it. But try that this year. What I've talked about in the videos here is plan your crops and get that stuff ready to go. And then good luck with doing that. And I hope you have a great success. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. And oh, by the way, my name is Don, if I forgot to tell you. If you're new here, welcome. Glad you came aboard. We'll talk to you guys later.